Hey everyone, it's Small Joyful Things. My name is Claire. I go out to thrift stores and estate sales and garage sales and a bunch more places, and I find things that either make me feel happy or I think can tell me a story, and then I bring them home, find out everything I can about them, and I tell you guys about them. So here's what I got today. I have a twofer, and these are crystal candle holders. I'm going to try and show them to you now. Now the base here is clear and it fades out into this frosted glass at the tip. These are both lead crystal, they're quite heavy. You can see that the base has got this little textured pattern, presumably just to hold the candle in or make it easier to hold the candle. And then underneath it has this a little impression that I'm not entirely sure what it's supposed to be. It kind of looks a bit like petals, but I think it may represent the base of the rose, if that makes sense. Now, where did I get these? I got both of these from a thrift store, and for some reason they were different prices. I have no idea why. They were they were right next to each other on the shelf. One was $3 and one was $4. I did actually find a third one, but it was very badly damaged. It was completely cracked up the side, so I thought I'm going to just leave that there. So we have just a pair. Both of these are in great condition. There's no chips, no cracks, no nothing, and they still have their original label. And that kind of helps us to identify what they are. So let's take a look. Mats Jonasson collection, handmade in Sweden, lead crystal. And they're actually very obviously handmade as well. You would think that these would be pressed glass out of a mold, and you would absolutely be wrong, because if you look at the shape of them, and this I think is a little bit easier to see if you look straight down, you can see that no matter what way you turn the petals, like the ruffles are different. These were handmade. I don't know if they were blown. I think that they were actually it was actually more difficult than that. That maybe the base of them was put into a mold, but the actual choice of like how this part was made, the ruffles, how that actually like came together into this shape, like there is not a mold making this. The actual ribs and everything here on the glass, I think they were actually part of a piece that would have been almost flat, and they literally just dropped it in to make the little base and let the petals go wherever. So not blown glass, I don't think, but incredibly pretty, and they're very, I can't describe, they're so beautifully made and so wonderfully organic. Like I ended up picking them up just because I had this feeling when I held them that like this is something special. This is something that has been made. This has been made by hand with a lot of care and attention by someone who has an understanding of artistry. And in fairness, I think the reason that they were still on the shelf is that they had candle wax still left in them, and it was quite disgusting, and it didn't look great. And I could see underneath that they were beautiful, so I thought I gotta get them, and I had to just kind of clean the wax out, which I have to say cleaning these was a hell of a thing, because I had to be so careful not to remove the sticker. The sticker is all important. That tells you what it is. Now, even with the sticker, it was actually kind of difficult to identify these, but here's my iPad. Here we go. So it's very easy to look up the name of Mats Jonasson, and you see that what he's basically known for is stuff like this. These wonderful kind of like these blocks with these etched animal designs in them. Like he kind of, as far as I know, he just creates these beautiful little animal pictures inside these, like in the back of these blocks of glass. And a lot of his stuff is incredibly beautiful. You can see more examples here. Like there's horses, and like there's going to be pictures of like wildlife and whatever. But you can also see obviously these examples that look very much like what I've got. And that's because of what these actually are. This is the style that was as part of a collection, as far as I know, and the style is called Glacia. a lot of the listings that I found for were actually in Swedish. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce whatever they were going on about. I'm just kind of looking to see what they actually called it so that I can get more information. But yeah, so this is a signature collection or whatever. He would have made like bowls and stuff. There's a few listings of different kind of like the different things that you can get with the style called Glacia, and a lot of them would be bowls. I couldn't find any other candle holders that were like specifically that were Glacia. That I found a lot of people who were just kind of guessing what this is. So if you actually look online, you can say, oh, Mats Jonasson, but it's like rose candle holders or whatever. But that's not really what they are, as far as I can tell. I think it's these are kind of rose petals, but the actual name of the collection is something else. Glacia is what it is. Now, am I going to keep these? Probably not. I got them because I thought they were amazingly well crafted and beautiful, and I thought someone is going to love them even if I decide not to keep them. And I think I will actually just, I will let them go. I'll let them go on Etsy. I have to try and figure out whether they are vintage or not. I'm leaning towards not, because I think the design is maybe a bit more contemporary, a bit more modern. I'm not sure. I'll have to do more research. There are just rules about whether or not you can put it on Etsy if it has to be older than 20 years, or it has to be handmade by you. So who knows? This may be going to eBay. We'll never know. But how much can you actually sell them for? I did some kind of looking around. Jonason's animal works will go for like, I mean in Canadian dollars anyway, will go from like around $50 depending on which ones you've got. It could be more than that, and again, variable. These, considering that I got one of them for $3 and one of them for $4, like I could easily sell these for maybe $30 to $40. It's probably going to be 30. I don't really mind. I think someone will love them for 30. I have seen listings where they would have been sold for a lot more, but I'm always kind of looking at like what's the cheapest price that people are going to pay for this. I'm going to guess and say about $30. And for that, they are really, really pretty. So there you go. I hope someone will really like them, because like I can just imagine like, you know, putting two of these like around your, I don't know, like your bath or something. And I think the effect if you put a candle into them would just be lovely. So there you go. This is my small joyful thing for today. I hope you like it too. Thanks for watching.